So what's going on, you guys? It's me, Akil. I'm here. We're just walking around Shibuya, but I've been really dealing with a situation that I kind of wanted to let you guys know has been going on with me over the past several months, and with another YouTuber. You can probably tell by the title of this video that it's been some drama behind the scenes, and I got so not pissed off, but just annoyed by the situation because I was trying to be the bigger man in the situation, the better person, but it just got to a point where it's just gotten weird, weird and unnecessary, and a waste of everyone's time. That I'm just going to tell you what's been going on. So, all right. So here's the story, right? Basically, it all started several months ago, where I recorded a video, and you guys know, of course, if if you're familiar with my channel, you know I mainly do content on this channel focused on relationships and stuff like that. And one of the first ones I did was this guy who, sorry, it's this dude's got a skyline, it's a pretty dope skyline too. Let me see if I can get that joint. Yeah, he got tricked out. Where's he from? Yeah, some dudes they pimped out their skyline. But anyway, um so yeah, so giving relationship advice and stuff like that, to just based on my experience here is what I've been doing. And I found a video from by another up and coming YouTuber, and I thought like, okay, his situation was pretty wild in my opinion. So I was like, let me give some helpful advice that I thought would help his relationship. Of course, I make some content. I reached out to him, by the way, and just let him know that what I wanted, what I was going to record, a review of a video that he put out, and give my take on it, and just let him know, just reach out to him. Like, he's another black dude. He's from America. He was like, cool, let's keep in touch. Whoop de whoop. I was like, cool. Like, that's how we're both black. We're both married. We both got kids. We're both in Japan. Like, we need to stay connected. And I do the video, and I'm not going to say the person's name just because trust me, I'm not going to say the person's name, but it's pretty easy for you to find out who it is. Like, it's just my number one video. That's it. If you go to my number one video, you'll be able to clearly see who it is. Oh, wow, that's all gone. Okay. Yeah, so I do the video, and I don't think anything of it. I'm moving on to other types of content as well. And for some reason, the video starts doing well, right? And I'm like, cool, great. People are leaving comments and everything. It's my stuff is starting to get some traction. I'm really happy, and I'm thinking like, okay, I'm doing a good thing, right? I thought so. And but then the dude, like, I've told you, I've already reached out to him. I've already said he hits me with a copyright strike, right? Like, he hits me with a copyright strike, and not because like before I say that, he hits me with a copyright strike, and I had gotten some copyright strikes in the past because I really wasn't familiar with the ins and outs of like how to post other people's content online. But I did my research, and I did it, took the proper appropriate channels. So I was really shocked that he did that, especially knowing that I already reached out and messaged the dude before, right? So um in his thing, basically, it's not anything about the content that I put out, really. It's about like his image, and I'm hurting his brand, and like he's he thinks I'm doing irreparable damage to his presence on YouTube, and whoop de whoop de whoop and whop. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? Like, first off, at the time, like, he only had like 400 or 500 subscribers. At the time, like, I was just starting as well, so I had like, I don't know, I think like 300 or something like that. It wasn't like a big deal. We're not like doing big numbers. We're not doing anything, And I was really trying to collab with the guy sometime in the future, or at least reach out to him, because so we could do something together, like, or just stay in contact at least. But but for me personally, as like as a regular person, like, all you have to do is message me. That was my one thing. Like, it's not like I'm just some random person putting your stuff online. I contacted the guy and a few other people as well. I try my best to contact them and let them know, like, hey, I'm gonna use your stuff, or something. I like what you're doing or something, but nah, so he hit me with the copyright strike, and then let's say what happened? He loses it, of course, and in the copyright strike though, he was trying to say again, I'm damaging his brand, and he's not going to be able to monetize his stuff. And by this time already, the video starts making traction. I think, me personally, I think that's why he really got pissy at me, because the video started gaining traction. If I wasn't doing any numbers or anything like that, I feel like he wouldn't have said anything. But because my stuff started getting popular, and he felt that it wasn't making him look good, then he started really, kicking up dust. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So he loses the first one. And I'm like, YouTube did their job. They did their due diligence with however way, and it was fine. A few weeks later, my video keeps getting, now we're at like 8,000 views. I think we're getting to like 10,000 views. He hits me with another copyright strike. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you serious right now? And guess what? He loses that one too, right? So the video is upheld, and I'm thinking, great, they did their job, everything's fine, that's how it's supposed to be. And I thought everything's, I was really, the second copyright strike, I was really starting to debate whether I should message him or whatever, because he's, I guess, in the legal world or whatever, and so he's trying to put a whole bunch of chat GPT legalese on it and all that stuff. And I'm like, we don't gotta do all this, man. We got less than 1,000 subscribers at this time. Like, come on, right? So whatever. So fast forward, okay, and we get down the road. The video blows up some more. Probably his karma, because he's putting out all this stuff. He gets more of what he doesn't want, and now the video's at like 20,000. Even keeps going up and higher, higher, higher. And guess what he does? Is he hits me with a third strike, right? And I'm like, really, really? Now the third one actually passed, right? And so the video was taken down. If you notice, it was deleted from my channel. And I was like, okay, that's kind of crazy, but fine. And so, I found out on my way to work, and I was super pissed that day. Like, it takes a lot to get me really pissed off, but I was really pissed off at this guy, right? And I was pissed off, more hurt, just because someone that I thought that I was like a kindred spirit, if you will, like, he was just on some bullshit. so all right, I was like, okay, fine. So then, as a result of the third strike, I at first I was like, I'm gonna do this video, I'm gonna eat this dude, I'm going, but I feel bad because he's another content creator here in Japan, like he's another YouTuber as well. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that. And oh, that club is still open, okay. And so I didn't want to do that, but I was starting to feel like a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just trying to take advantage of 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 the situation, just because the video, again, it was at like 36,000 views at that time, and I feel like my comments were just kind of dragging him because he was in the wrong, in my opinion. And in his comments, he was saying like the thumbnail makes him look bad and all that stuff. But I'm like, I did a thumbnail based on the situation, how I saw it. You know what I'm saying? And based on the stuff that he put out, it wasn't even like, stuff that I was just making up or digging up stuff, or I could have done a lot worse and said a lot worse. I was actually trying to be constructive. And if you go back, if you know the video I'm talking about, I was trying to be helpful in that video. So whatever. So yeah, the third one comes, and then I was talking to one of my friends about it, and I was just like, you know what? At first, I was gonna just delete it just to get him out of my hair, but then I was like, I know I didn't do anything wrong, so I was like, let me protest it, right? So I decided to protest it, and I make a letter, and I submit it, and a few weeks later, like, my appeal is upheld, and the video is going to be reinstated, right? So after 10 business days, it's up. At this point, when this goes up, it's up, right? So he had like, I think, 10 business days to make a reply to that, and based on like showing that he's moving forward with legal proceedings, and one of my friends was like, he ain't gonna do that. And so I was like, yeah, I thought in my mind it's a done deal, it's kind of, the air is clear, it's totally fine. But like hours, literally hours before um the video was going to be re-uploaded, he sends me a goddamn cease and desist letter. He Drake me. He's like I'm Kendrick Lamar, and he sent me like a goddamn cease and desist letter. Like I'm like I don't even know how you make a cease and desist letter. Like it's from a lawyer. He got a lawyer. He did all that stuff, and I'm like that's when I was like, okay, I have to like really explain what's going on and air out the situation, because that's crazy to me. We're not like huge content creators with like millions of followers. We are like micro creators just starting out in this thing. And you sending me cease and desist letters like is the craziest stuff I ever heard in my life, right? So whatever, I was like, all right, fine. So my friend was just like, you don't even need to respond to it. You don't need to do anything. Just let it, whatever, right? And because again, at first I was really thinking like maybe I will just just get him out of my hair, because even this video, I'm like, he might even come back on that. That's why I don't even want to say the dude's name, because he's just doing weird stuff, right? And but in the end, I got the video back up, and I think it will be fine. But I am quite disappointed in the situation and how it developed, and I'm quite disappointed in him as a person. As another black man in Japan, content creator, like trying to do that type of stuff. But it is what it is, and that's the situation that happened. So if you know who that person is, I'm not saying go after them in the comments. I'm not saying drag them or anything like that. See what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, like, yeah, yeah. People show you who they really are, And I really thought about it. Like, if this dude, if he would have just messaged me, like when the video first came up, and was like, "Yo, that I don't really appreciate that. Like, thank you for you did it. You were trying to help, but it makes me look bad. I don't feel good about it. Can you take it down?" I would have taken it down, no problem, no problem. Especially before the video started getting traction. Because I'm not trying to be on that type of time with people. Or he said he had a problem with the thumbnail. If he would be like, "Hey, can you just change the thumbnail?" You know what I'm saying, so it doesn't look like that. Cool. Like, that's not like a big deal at all. It takes me like 10 minutes to do that, 5, 10 minutes to do that. But no, you had to like get all legal, get all whoopty whoop on me, and like get all bougie on me. Like, that's not cool. That's not cool, and I don't really think that that's how you get ahead in this type of game, that we're in. So yeah, that's the story. Let me know with a comment what you think. Let me know with a comment about my camera work, which is all over the place. I just realized that I should probably hold this up a little bit higher. But again, I'm working on it. It's a learning process for me. Yeah, thanks, and I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.